Evening YouTube once again. So we're back in the Trooper. Need to get this sorted, so we're slowly working through the to-do list and ticking the jobs off. The main job, which is a pain in the ass when it gets to this time of year, so November it starts getting cold, is with no bloody heating. So let me show you. There it is, the problem. So as you can see, there is just nothing. It stopped working. I started noticing it stopped working. So what was happening is that the fan wouldn't engage on sort of the first points, then it kind of got worse, and then one day the first, second and third stopped working, and it would only work on sort of full, which wasn't a problem, and I just thought maybe the motor was getting a bit lazy. But then I was on hold one day, nothing. So I replaced the unit behind, hoping that was going to be it, and that wasn't that easy to do, to be fair, because it's proper old school. It's like wires and cables run on the back of all these. So I changed that didn't work. So it was like, get the Google out, spoke to one of my friends about exactly the same problem, found a common problem, which lives behind there. So let's cut that a little bit and see what we can sort out. I've already unscrewed the hinges at the bottom, and then what you can do is just simply pull the glove box out, pull that to one side, and there she is. As you can see, that's the unit that 9 times out of 10 is a problem, and if you don't know what that is, you're probably not ever going to figure it out unless you've watched this video. Thanks if you are watching this video, or you've done a bit of googling and found something with the same problem. So what we're going to do is remove that, see if this is the problem, and yeah, so really easy to move. There's 2 screws, one at the bottom, one at the top. So I'll just get this out. There you go, really easy to move. You can just fiddle that out and get it with a tight fit. There she goes. Disconnect that. Not the easiest with one hand, so let's give me 1 second. There she is. That probably is going to problem, so what I need to do now is get it in the garage, take this plastic cover off and have a look at the terminals inside there. So as I can already see, because a bit was cracked off, and if you can see in there, we can see the sort of solder. You can see already 2 of the prongs have come off. So right, let's get this in the garage and I'll show you and give you a bit of a close-up. You need to get a flathead screwdriver, and then what you need to kind of do is just pry it off on that side and on that side. Be careful not to break it, as already has happened. Plastic cover comes off, which is basically the mounting cover, and then that side looks fine, solder's still in place, but lo and behold, turn it over, and there you go. So you can see 2 of the prongs have just literally, the solder's come off and it's broke. I think what I've found and been told is because this is basically some sort of heat sink. I don't really know, I presume it's some sort of heat sink. It basically gets hot, the solder over time gets brittle and just pings off. So what I'm going to do is being careful to take that existing solder off and then re-solder those on, and I'm tipping that's going to be the fixed problem, and that's as simple as it is. So I'll fix this, come back to the clip, I'll put it back in the car, and then hopefully you'll be the first to see when we turn the switches we've got bloody heat. Right, zoom in, you can see I've redone between points, so those other 2 that had failed, the solders had obviously come apart. That one was still fine, but I've redone all 3 just in case. A little bit tricky because the sort of contact points are sprung loaded as well, so as soon as you try and put the solder on, it's, you know, before it's even set, it springs off. So a little tip you kind of have to do is heat the solder up, get your solder on there, pull your soldering line off, and then just kind of push it down with a screwdriver. Can't be sure, but you can see you have to be kind of careful not to get solder dripping underneath. I don't know if it makes any difference, but I imagine it does. You don't want obviously contact from that point to there, so you kind of have to just be a little bit careful. Gonna see. So right, put that back into the sort of surround, and yeah, moment of truth. Let's see if it bloody works. Fingers crossed there. So that's screwed back in, connected in. So it's a bit dark again, so I'll go over to that side, fire up and see if we've actually got some heat. This is probably where we get a big spark and explosion and lots of fire comes out and we all die and burn in the Trooper. So let's have a look. The lights are always a good sign. power there. I don't know if you can hear, coming out from all the rattling in here. But yeah, it works. We've actually got blowy air, which is a bonus since it's in the middle of November and only going to get colder. So yeah, quick easy fix. Take that little unit out, check it, because chances are that's going to be the problem. And yeah, well impressed. And it didn't cost any money. Well, £1.99 for some flux, which I nipped at local shop today for. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this has been useful. Sorry for the poor lighting. It's pissing it down as always. Please like and subscribe, and so we'll carry on with the Trooper build. It's booked in for its MOT on Friday, which is in a couple of days time, so I imagine there'll be another post coming then, because yeah, let's see what Mr. MOT guy finds. But yeah, right, catch you later on.